Donny Osmond, and this is live from MMI. Did I say that right?
From the campus of Minneapolis Media Institute in Edina, Minnesota, this is Live from MMI. Live from MMI is a collaborative effort with the students and staff from MMI and Minnesota's musical community, bringing education and musicianship together. This week on Live from MMI, 7-time Minnesota Music Award winner Patty Peterson. Your hosts, Brian Snowman Powers behind the board, and yours truly, St. Paul Peterson. Welcome to Live from MMI. Today and during upcoming episodes, you will get a behind-the-scenes look into how a song is recorded, arranged, and ultimately performed live to 2-track. Patty Peterson was born into the renowned musical Peterson family, which boasts mother Jeannie Arlen Peterson, sister Linda Peterson, and 3 brothers, Billy, Ricky, and Paul Peterson, all of whom are recording artists and involved in the international music scene. Patty began singing as a child at concerts and recording sessions, and today is an award-winning vocalist both live and in studio for national recording artists and commercials. She is a world-class jazz and R&B singer, a radio jazz host on KBEM Jazz 88 in Minneapolis, and is a mainstay in the radio jingle and voiceover industry, and now is forging a career on the national motivational speaking circuit. She has performed to sold-out audiences all over the country, including the nationally renowned jazz venues such as the Dakota Bar and Grill in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the Jazz Bakery in Hollywood, California. Patty has 7 Minnesota Music Awards to her credit, has 4 solo recordings, including her newest smooth jazz CD featuring David Hazeltine, Bobby Lyle, Sheila E., as well as Billy, Ricky, and Paul Peterson. What are the critics saying about Patty? Don Heckman says Patty can and did energize a room with her high-spirited, big-voiced, take-no-prisoners command of the American Songbook. John Bream from the Star and Tribune said she's a musical chameleon. She can cover anything from Chaka Khan to Cole Porter with equal authority, exhibiting star quality and drive. The Jazz Times said she stretches her voice to accommodate wrenching emotions and brings it all off with class. Downbeat says, I like her forthright sexiness and spunk. You can see Patty performing and speaking all around the country, as well as performing live with 4 generations of the Peterson family. To learn more, go to pattypeterson.com.
Greetings and salutation, weary travelers. I'm Brian Snowman Powers. On behalf of myself and my wonderful cohort, Paul Peterson, who you'll see very shortly, welcome to our 4th episode of Live from MMI. Today we have Patty Peterson, who is not Greg Nelson. And Patty, how are you doing? Welcome.
I'm really excited. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. This is really fun.
It's going to be such a pleasure to hear you perform for us. So before we get started, can you tell me just a little bit about your style? What do you do exactly musically?
You know, I'm just going to give just a brief history. Grew up in a jazz family, but when I started singing, it was more R&B. And so in the later 20s, when I started to sing jazz, I noticed that a lot of the rhythm and blues that I had incorporated into my style was finding its way into jazz. And so I would say that contemporary jazz is my forte. You'll hear a lot of R&B in my approach to music, whether we're actually in that bag or I'm doing jazz. So there you go. I call myself an inspirational singer. And you know what? I'm going to steal something. I call myself a song stylist.
Ooh.
I'm taking that from Nancy Wilson. That's what she calls herself too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned a musical family. Tell us a little bit about growing up in the somewhat known Peterson family.
Well, what was really fun about growing up in our family was that both Mom and Dad were musicians. Mom was a singer as well. And so it was a training ground for us. And we didn't even realize it because they would have jam sessions and they would write jingles. Dad had a booking agency. He would send out bands to do private parties, nightclubs, things like that. So it became a way of life for us. And quite honestly, we say, my sister says, we'd go up to our friends and say, what does your dad play? Instead of, what does your dad do for a living? That kind of a conversation. So we thought everybody grew up like we did. what it did was create this background for all of us to crave music. Now, as a kid, I didn't think I'd end up being a singer or a musician, although I was in lessons for flute and piano, classical, not for voice, interestingly enough. I thought I'd be a teacher or something. And as it turns out, by the time I was 16, I realized, wait a minute, this is really fun. And that applause that I was hearing when I was in high school in the musicals was for me and my voice and my ability to be on a stage, and I was hooked. So that's how it started for me.
That's amazing. And I know that recently you've sold out several venues around the area, and now you've won the Minnesota Music Awards. Tell us a little bit about that.
What a prestigious thing for me to be able to say that I have 7 of them sitting on the shelf. And it's for Best Vocalist and Best Band. And back in the 80s, we had galas, like you couldn't believe the time, of Prince and the Peterson family and the TC Jammers and all these people who are in the music world were a part of these great shows. So what was great for me was that about the time that Prince and I were both coming up, he'd get Best Male and I'd get Best Female. And so I smile at that because I look at his career and I am so proud of him and everything that he's done in his life. And me, I just think it's such a great stamp of approval that I'm on the right path, and my approach to singing and delivering a message is something that people want to hear.
Yeah. Now, you can find Patty. Well, what's your website again?
It's pretty easy, PattyPeterson.com, Patty with a Y.
And you have a new...
S-O-N.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
And you have a new CD coming out?
Actually, it came out at the beginning of the year. It's getting some airplay around the country right now in Europe. And it's called The Very Thought of You. And it is that blend of contemporary jazz feel, but with some jazz standards. I also have a couple of more contemporary tunes on there, like Something by the Beatles. I have Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder, and Bluer Than Blue, which was made very famous by Michael Johnson.
Cool. And do you have any gigs coming up anytime really soon?
Yes, I do. You can go to PattyPeterson.com. I got some great ones. Bunkers, the Dakota. I've got some summer festivals, including the Twin Cities Jazz Festival in the end of June, too. So
great. Well,
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
And right now we're going to switch over to Brother Paul Peterson, who's interviewing Greg Nelson, who is a famous luthier. And we'll be back with music from Patty Peterson in a little bit.
Thanks, Snowman. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm sitting here in the LRC, or the Learning Resource Center, here at Minneapolis Media Institute. And I'm sitting here with my brother, Billy Peterson, on the far end. And in the middle here is Greg Nelson. And Greg Nelson is a luthier from Duluth, Minnesota. Now, most of you might not know what a luthier is. What is a luthier?
A luthier is a maker of stringed instruments.
All right. And
Official.
do they make like basses, guitars? And
Yeah, a luthier can make any string instrument, mandolins, violins.
do they make anything else besides that?
Not really.
No?
I suppose they could.
But they
Yeah.
don't. So give me a little background on who you are, what you've done, and who you've made some guitars and basses for.
Well, for these guys, guess I don't need to drop any more names than that. That pretty much says it right there.
We've been playing your stuff for 40 years, man.
What, case in point right here?
Right there, you better tell them about the Blue Sky bass.
That is the Sky bass.
Yep.
That is 30 plus years old, that
Yeah.
one.
It's been on a lot of records,
It's
isn't
been
it?
on a lot of records, yeah. He's been a very good promoter.
Why, yeah. It's Tom Tucker, who was a mate of ours here at MMI, called this the best recording bass ever.
Paul Peterson reporting from Las Vegas, Nevada, where I'm at the NAB show, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention. And we're going to see all the new toys all these vendors have. So I'll be reporting from here. See you in a bit. Well, we've made it inside of the exhibition hall. This place is ginormous. So I don't know what I'll be able to get through today, but I'll try to take you around to a few cool spots. Here at the Roland booth, man, they've got a lot of great stuff for video. They got a lot of great stuff for live sounds. You check all this stuff out. More Roland stuff at MMI. Wow, I've never seen anything like this. The Canon booth, the JVC booth.
incredible stuff for videography and broadcast. Having an incredible time here, trying to soak up as much information as humanly possible in a short amount of time. Only got today here, so. Change, it is a coming. Pro Tools 11. We're going to find out all about it with our buddy Andy Cook. I got a meeting with him right now, so I'll let you know what's up. Hey, I'm with Felipe from Avid. We're looking at Pro Tools 11, man. It looks incredible. You're just going to roll me through it. Check it out. That's a lot of information to absorb in one day, but I think I did a pretty good job. NAB 2013 in Las Vegas, Nevada. See you again. Now it's off to a night off in Las Vegas. Please welcome to Live from MMI, Patty Peterson.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited about this, so thanks. Yeah. And thanks to this band and this great crew. Thank you, MMI.
God, them not shall lose. So the Bible says, still is news. Mama might have, Papa might have. God will bless the child that's God is own. Strong it more while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't make the grade. Mama has, your papa may have, but God will bless the child that's got her. Oh, yeah. Lots of friends, they're crowding around your door. Oh, yeah. Money's gone, spending ends, they won't be around anymore. May give you a crust of bread and such. Oh, they say help yourself. Oh, take too much, 'cause your mom might have, your papa might have, but God will bless the child that has got his own. Got lots of friends crowding around your door, yeah, you do. When the money's gone, spending ass, they won't come around anymore. Rich relations might give you crust of bread and such. They say help yourself, no, but don't you take too much, no, no, you know that your mama might have and your papa might have, but God will bless the child that's got her own. Yeah. Said God bless the child. God bless you. God bless the child. God bless you. So go out and get your own. Get your own. Go and get some of your home. God bless the child. The child. Bless.
That was it. No need to do that one again, do you think?
I don't think so. I think
so
it's good. I'm there.
Ooh, that was great.
That was great, everybody.
Great
Yeah.
job,
Thank you.
everybody.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great
way to
job,
go, Snow.
everybody.
Sound good in there?
Sounds amazing.
All right.
Good.
Well, cool. I'll tell you what we should do. Let's go and check out what else we do here at MMI with the game reel. So we'll be right back with another performance. Hey, everybody. What a great performance by Patty Peterson, huh? Wasn't that something, man?
Man, it sounds
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
Patty, thank you.
Thank you. How fun.
Hey, Patty, do me a favor before we say goodbye. Will you will you introduce the guys in the band?
I will. On drums, it's Bobby Vandell.
All right.
And
Bobby.
Bobby. Hammond organ is Greg Inhofer.
Yeah, great.
Woo! And on bass, my brother Billy Peterson.
Thank you, Patty.
Oh, you're welcome. How fun is this? And of course, my brother Paul Peterson, too.
Oh, thank you. Well, you called me effervescent. I'm feeling that. Thank you, Patty. And
Thank
guys,
you, everybody
that was,
at MMI. Really, thank you, all the crew, and to this great band. What a cool thing you got going on here. I love it.
yeah, it's really fun. Thanks for being here. And before you play us out, I just want to say thanks to everybody on the MMI crew like you did, all the students involved here. Make sure you watch for your name on the credits, and all of our sponsors that we have. And next week, actually in 2 weeks, Tamatha Lene. I finally got the name right.
Yeah, she's great. You're going to love her.
Practicing all week. So let's take us out with one more there, Patty.
Okay, this is an original written by another family member, by my sister Linda. And you know what? You got to be somewhere. You must be right here, MMI, all the way live, USA, America.
1, 2.
Meter's running out in the taxi. You are stuck in the backseat. The driver can't move, so you might as well groove. Baby, you gotta be somewhere. You're sitting in the car in the slow lane, making you late for your fast train. Just mellow out, 'cause there is no doubt. Baby, you gotta be somewhere. Relax. Oh, just laugh. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the moment pass. You pick the longest line at the grocery. Same for the bank and the laundry. Well, that's just the game. Don't let it drive you insane, baby. You gotta be somewhere. Woo. Here's what you do. Relax. Hey, and just laugh. Breathe in, breathe out. Well, that's what I'm talking about. It rains, you forget your umbrella, but don't let the day get you down. Just grin in the gloom and crank up your tunes. Baby, you gotta be somewhere. Oh, yeah. Got to be somewhere, alright. Yeah, just laugh. song. You gotta be somewhere. Got to be somewhere. Got to be somewhere. Got to be somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, somewhere. Woo, yeah. Oh, relax, yeah. Just grin at the gloom, 'cause there ain't no room. 'Cause baby, you gotta be somewhere. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Woo-hoo. That was really fun. Thanks, you guys.